Hi, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. I have another one of these wonderful books, The Promised Land, and it is an early 1900s, just beautiful cover, but I used a lot of lace and antique lace here and crochet, and I added beads from my vintage necklaces, and I really am excited to show you this journal. So it's an unusual tie for me. I added this beautiful antique doily here with the handmade lace as part of the closure, and I thought that was really fun. So we've got the original first pages in the book. There's Mary Ware's Promised Land, and you've got the original library stamp on it, which I love. And this book is from 1923, last publication date down there. And I kept those original first pages in, and then a beautiful 1927 up one pair of stairs page. I did a little bit of hand stamping on that vintage paper there. And this is from this book, one of the original plates, and I think it's spectacular. And I made this pocket here out of a 1951 yearbook, and I love they wrote to Gail, who was the owner of the yearbook, and they've got these wonderful messages on there, just super. And here's this is a double here, so this is from 1920s. This is the senior cottage at the owner of this photo album, the camp that she went to. Look at this, they had an outdoor sleep with all their cots outside. I just think that's so precious and wonderful. And this is from a 1950s theater arts magazine, The Bride and the Bachelor. And just some more fun pages there from that. This is from a vintage bird book. We've got the American Eagle there, and this unusual great page here, because it's not very often you get that much color in a vintage book. With the sky, beautiful clusters here with antique bits. More of that theater arts, another antique book page here. Look at that wonderful picture there. More hand stamping on my vintage paper here, 1927. And then this is a wonderful 1930s book here from a children's book. And I made this here from, this is actually from the early 1900s. It came from the spine of a book, The English Garden. And I peeled that off and then added all of my little extra bits. And in here I even put a little mini tag and a little mini antique page there. So that's pretty sweet, isn't it? I made that pocket out of crochet. A vintage bird book page. It's still got the little tab on there, the Warblers tab. And you can flip this up and see these wonderful old advertisements from the 40s. More here. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Put a children's book page up there. And this is from 1926, the Delineator magazine. And look at this stunning page that I pulled here. Really beautiful. And then, of course, Devonshire cloth on the other side. Beautiful. Really special. Whoever gets this journal, that is pretty precious. This is from that vintage botanicals book here, a rose page, which is always very popular and beautiful. Just a little bit of clustering here, another antique book page here. And then I made this journaling tag out of a lovely little image I pulled from an antique book. And got wonderful little clusters from antique books here. Just a little dangle there. And this came from the 1800s arithmetic book. And I added some antique paper on the back of both, so you can have extra journaling space. And let's see here. Oh yeah, this is stunning because it's color, and we always like our color pages from these antique magazines. So this one is all on rug hooking, and look at that, rag rugs, those were called. Very cool. Just so much fun. You can cluster with those. You can do anything you want with them. Just enjoy them. That's what I do. I just enjoy them. And sometimes I'll rip them and make a mixed media piece out of it. And here, another wonderful journal page here. And this tag I made out of antique paper has a little tag in there and more journaling fun bits there. Journal on the back as well. And then here we have, let me just get that little butterfly clip up there. This is a fun little piece I made, and I just put this from 1925. It's actually a crossword puzzle in there. And then on the flip side, children's book pages, antique book page here, and then again, just another little fun journaling spot there from my antique magazine, Boyle's Books. So put that back there. And another fun page here from the 50s. This is from 1905, botanical page. This is just a really fun little Longfellow's poems, and it was so beautiful I just left it, but there is some spots down here to journal on. And of course I love this because it's ink, and I am a big fan of ink, as you can see. And this is a wonderful postcard. It's actually from the 30s, so not antique, but vintage for sure. Beautiful spine, interior signature spine there. Mother Nature down here from an antique book. Oh, goodness gracious, lots of journal space. That's from early 1900s, more stamping. Just didn't want to cut that off because it was so precious, so I folded it. And I love this, The Happy Prince and Other Tales from Oscar Wilde. That is very, very old as well, 1940, 1950s recipe book page. And look at this. This was the cover of a ballroom dancing book. So now it is a great little hidden journaling spot. Isn't that great? Some journaling there. I try to make use of everything in the funnest way I possibly can. Children's book pages here, antique book pages here, and the original The End page of this book. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. It's going in my Etsy shop now, hyperstamper.etsy.com. I hope you'll subscribe and come back soon. Bye for now.